Going to be hearing from him in just a moment. Of course, was in international action for France last week, Ferland Mendy. The last bit of action for him before I'm sure he goes off on a bit of a holiday, but not too long before he'll have to come back and to get to work at Ciudad Real Madrid with his new manager, new teammates in a new surrounding. But I'm sure he's going to be extremely excited and highly motivated to get to work and see what he can bring to this Real Madrid squad. I see his two sisters there. His mother is also in attendance. A huge day for Ferland Mendy, who is going to speak in French. We'll have live translation, though, of his replies, so we'll be able to hear what he says. We do expect him to be speaking in Spanish. Well, we'll see. Everybody learns Spanish at their own pace. Some people are good at languages, some people aren't, but we'll see. Might be able to pick up a few words. He did say "a la Madrid" in his statement up in the presidential box, so he maybe already might start learning a few words. Of course, he'll be able to communicate with the manager in French. There is his mother. As we said, an enormously proud day for the Mendy family. All settle into life in the French capital, moving from Lyon. Lyon itself, a charming city, the gastronomic capital of France. But life in Madrid, I'm sure Mendy will be able to fit in pretty well. The weather, for one, is certainly a little bit better here than it is in Lyon. It's another gloriously sunny day, as we saw when he was out on the pitch at the in front of the fans a few minutes ago. Made over 50 appearances in Ligue 1 for Olympique Lyon over the last couple of seasons. Played 8 matches out of 8 for them in the Champions League this season. Certainly a player who can bring something to the Real Madrid defence, but also going forward is an attacking fullback who will get forward, I'm sure, like to be involved. Not overly prolific in terms of goals, but he'll chip in, I'm sure, with the odd goal here and there. Made 35 appearances for Le Havre in the 2016-2017 season. That was enough to get a move from Ligue 2 to Ligue 1, stepping up to the top flight of French football with Olympique Lyonnais. He's only had, as we said, 2 seasons with Olympique Lyon, but enough for him to shine, to be signed up by Real Madrid, and of course to make his debut for the French national team, world champions, making his debut against Uruguay in November 2018 in a 1-0 victory. So we continue to wait for Ferland Mendy to come out, and we'll hear him speak. Shouldn't be too long at all, expecting him out any minute. ...30 appearances in Ligue 1 last season for Lyon. He scored 2 goals. That was his first 2 goals in Ligue 1. Didn't manage to score the season before that. nevertheless, as we said, goals not necessarily the most important part of his game, although he does like to get forward. Yet to score a European goal. As we said, played 8 games out of 8 in the Champions League for Lyon this season. Last season featured in 7 Europa League games for Olympique Lyonnais. Yet to find the back of the net. Featured in the International Champions Cup last season for Lyon, last pre-season. He's going to, assume, be involved in the International Champions Cup for Real Madrid as well. And was on international duty last week with France. As they played against Andorra and Turkey. They were surprisingly beaten by Turkey in a 2-0 defeat. Came on in the second half of that defeat, replacing Lucas Digne, and started the 4-0 victory over Andorra. Of course, looking to cement his place in the France starting 11 as well as the Real Madrid starting 11. The European Championships coming up next summer. So it's a big year coming up for Ferland Mendy to try and break into the Real Madrid first team and become France's first choice left back for the European Championships as well. There is competition for places. There always will be here at Real Madrid. The best players in the world making up the strongest squad in the world. So he'll know he'll have to keep going, have to work hard in order to gain a place in this Real Madrid side. If you're not familiar with the story of his injury, we had mentioned it before, but he picked up a very, very serious hip injury at the age of just 14. Spent 6 months in a wheelchair. Was told by doctors to really forget about football and just concentrating on learning how to walk again, which he duly did. And then focused very much on football. So here he is. We're going to hear from the player. Before, we'll hear from Real Madrid's Director of Institutional Relations, Emilio Butragueño, with a short, welcoming statement for the player.
Buenas tardes.
Good afternoon.
Querido Ferland.
Dear Ferland.
Estamos felices de darte la bienvenida
Happy to welcome
a
you
tu nueva casa.
To your new home.
Eres un ejemplo de superación, uno de los valores más característicos de nuestro club.
Overcoming challenges, which has always been a characteristic of our club. You've overcome many challenges, and now there's another challenge to succeed at Real Madrid. We're all going to help you in this new stage in your life, and we're convinced that you're going to be a very important player, and you're going to help us win a lot of titles. We're delighted to have you with us. Good luck and welcome.
Buenas tardes, comenzamos la rueda de prensa, como siempre, una pregunta por persona y antes de hacerla, el nombre y el nombre del medio. Gracias.
Hola, Ferland, aquí, a tu derecha. Buenas tardes, Alfonso Torres en directo para Real Madrid Televisión. Bienvenido a Real Madrid. ¿Qué sensaciones tienes en el día en el que eres presentado como jugador de Real Madrid? Gracias.
Presented as a Real Madrid player. Well, I'm very happy to play for the the greatest club in the world, and to be able to put on this shirt, and I hope to win many trophies with this club.
Buenos días, Ferland. José Luis Sánchez de La Sexta. Cuando hace 10 años, tras tu operación de cadera,
10 years ago, after your hip operation, they told you you couldn't play football and you had to learn how to walk again. 10 years later, you're being presented by Real Madrid. How difficult has that journey been? Has it been very, very tough?
Je dirais pas des difficultés, mais je dirais juste que ça m'a donné
I'm not talking about how difficult it's been, but I had a lot of desire and ambition to get here, and I've never given up. I've always believed in my dream, and my dream has come true. I'm here, the greatest club in the world.
Ici. Bonjour Ferland. Fred Hermel, l'équipe RMC. Bienvenue à Madrid.
Merci.
La question que je voudrais vous poser, quelle était votre première réaction?
What was your first reaction? What did you feel when you knew that Real Madrid wanted to sign you? Well, to begin with, I didn't believe it.
C'est un très grand club.
Because it's such a big club.
Ici, je leur ai dit, ils étaient très heureux et
and to be able to sign for this club is something incredible.
Pendant longtemps, mais je suis là et j'espère.
It's fantastic, and hopefully everything goes well.
Hola, Ferland, a tu derecha.
C'est qui?
Javier García para realmadrid.com, bienvenido. ¿Cuáles son tus objetivos en el Real Madrid y qué sueño te gustaría cumplir aquí?
And what dream would you like to make come true here?
Je suis là pour apprendre.
I'm here to learn.
Jouer le maximum de jeux
first off,
et tout donner pour l'équipe, pour mes
to try and play the most number of games possible and to give the most for the team, for the club, and to give everything for the fans as well.
Hola, Ferland. Buenos días. Te quería preguntar cómo has visto, vas a competir con Marcelo. ¿Qué es para ti Marcelo?
Marcelo.
Si crees que partes con ventaja por tu físico.
Mean for you, and do you think you have an advantage over him because of your physical shape?
Après, je sais pas du tout. On s'est pas vu torse nu, mais bon.
Well,
après.
Well, we haven't seen each other without our tops off.
Après, j'ai pas beaucoup à dire sur Marcelo. Je préfère le rencontrer.
But I don't really have much more to say about Marcelo. I mean, I have to speak to him.
¿Qué tal, Ferland? Buenos días, José Menchero de Televisión Española, bienvenido. Te preguntaba también un poco en esa línea. Llegas al club que ha dominado en Europa en los últimos años, llegas de jugar hace unos días con la selección campeona del mundo, 4 años, llegas a dos auténticas potencias, pero tienes el reto precisamente de competir con Marcelo aquí, con Lucas Hernández en Francia, dos de los mejores laterales. Quería preguntarte si te ves con las condiciones para dar ese salto de calidad en este primer año del Real Madrid, de ser titular aquí y de ser también titular con Francia en la próxima
first choice here for Real Madrid and first choice for France in the Euro? Well, I don't know. It'll be the manager who decides who plays, and then we'll see throughout the season what happens.
Hola, ¿qué tal, Ferland? Bienvenido, Fernando Burgos, Onda Cero. ¿Qué importante ha sido la figura de Zinedine Zidane para que ficharas por el Real Madrid y si ya has podido hablar con él estos últimos días?
Zinedine Zidane in your signing for Real Madrid, and have you able to speak to him in the last few days? No, I haven't spoken to him yet, and I hope to speak to him soon.
Hola, ¿qué tal, Ferland? Bienvenido al Real Madrid, Rubén Cañizares, ABC. Quería preguntarte por el precio de tu traspaso.
Es el
segundo lateral izquierdo más caro de la historia y el lateral izquierdo más caro de la historia de Real Madrid.
Second most expensive left back in the world and the most expensive left back for that Real Madrid have ever bought. Is that an extra bit of pressure? Well, I wouldn't speak about pressure. It's a deal between the two clubs, and I'm just going to give everything for this club and for this team and to play well.
Hola, Ferland. Mario de la Riva para el diario AS. ¿Has podido hablar con Varane de qué te ha contado del Real Madrid?
Have you been able to speak with Varane? What has he told you about Real Madrid? Obviously, you play with him in France. Yes, I've spoken to Varane, and
le plus gros club au monde,
he told me it was the greatest club in the world, and
il allait mettre en œuvre de bien me faire entrer dans l'équipe,
and he said he was going to help me to integrate well in the group and the dressing room, and that's going to be easier for me, of course, as I play with him for the national team.
Edu Aguirre del Chiringuito, bienvenido a Madrid. Quería saber, hay dos jugadores que comparten selección contigo que les gustaría a la afición del Madrid que vinieran, que son Mbappé y Pogba. ¿Has hablado con ellos del Real Madrid? ¿Te gustaría que vinieran al Real Madrid?
Would you like them to come to Madrid?
Après, on va dire pourquoi pas. Après, c'est des top niveau joueurs. C'est des très bons joueurs de football. Après, on
high quality players.
Parlé, la seule personne avec qui j'ai parlé du Real Madrid, c'était
we haven't spoken about Real Madrid.
Donc, voilà.
The only person I've spoken about Real Madrid with is Varane.
Hola, Ferland. Miguel Ángel Toribio, para Radio Marca en directo. Te han preguntado mucho sobre tus cualidades futbolísticas. Te quería preguntar un poco por tu historia humana. Ha dicho
about your human story. The president said in your presentation that you've overcome a lot of obstacles in your life. I wanted to know a bit more about you. What obstacles was he talking about? Thank you.
À l'âge de 15 ans, je me suis fait opérer
When I was 15,
et on me disait que
I had a hip operation. They told me I would never play football again.
Pendant 6-7 mois,
I was in a wheelchair for a while.
À faire de la rééducation, à apprendre à marcher.
I was 6-7 months in the hospital for rehab, to learning how to walk again, and now I'm at Real Madrid. It's incredible.
Buenas tardes, Ferland. Pablo Sáenz de Miera para Madridistas de Radio Intereconomía. Bienvenido a la ciudad y bienvenido al club.
Welcome to the city, welcome to the club.
Por aquí, Ferland.
Where? Here.
¿Qué puedes aportar tú al Real Madrid?
What can you bring to Real
Madrid? Que el Real Madrid te puede aportar a ti.
What do you think
si
Real Madrid
aspiras a ser el mejor lateral izquierdo del mundo en este club. Muchas gracias.
Do you hope to become the best left back in the world here?
Honnêtement, le Real Madrid peut beaucoup m'apprendre.
Well, Real Madrid can give me a lot. It can teach me a lot as well about football. Being how to live as well, being such a great club. And why not try and win the most number of trophies here all together? Why not?
Ferland, bonjour. Antoine Simoneau pour RTL, Le Parisien, la chaîne L'Équipe. Je voulais savoir comment tu te sentais là, aujourd'hui. J'imagine que c'est un jour spécial, important pour toi. Est-ce que tu y crois? Est-ce que tu te penses pour y croire? Et je voulais savoir aussi
can you believe it?
Comment avait pesé finalement le fait que Zinedine Zidane soit entraîneur du Real Madrid dans ta décision de venir ici?
How important
c'est vrai que quand je
was
suis
it that Zidane is the manager of Real Madrid for you to sign here?
Beaucoup stressé même.
It's true.
Beaucoup stressé.
When I came here, I arrived here. I was a bit stressed, a bit nervous.
Je suis un joueur du Real de Madrid.
But now I'm beginning to believe that I'm a Real Madrid player.
En tout cas, ça a pesé sur la balance que le coach.
It's true that's important
Zidane. C'est plus facile.
That the manager is Zinedine Zidane.
Moi, ça sera plus facile vu l'adaptation et
it's going to help me.
Parle français.
To help me to adapt here because he speaks French and that's going to help me.
Hola, Ferland, Miguel Ángel Díaz de la cadena COPE, bienvenido. Quería preguntarte si te consideras más ofensivo que defensivo
as a more attacking or than defensive player. And in your career, have you played in another position in your career?
J'ai commencé attaquant quand j'étais tout petit.
I started being
Après,
forward.
J'ai fait milieu gauche et j'ai fini latéral gauche.
Then I became sort of a left-sided midfielder and then a left back.
Et après, je suis un joueur aussi qui sait se projeter et aller de l'avant aussi.
I have to defend as well, but I like to get forward as well.
Bonjour Ferland, Jean Descotes de l'agence France Presse à Madrid. Je reviens sur Zinedine Zidane. On sait que c'est un entraîneur qui, sur ses 3 premières saisons, entraîneur principal, a gagné 3 Ligues des Champions. Est-ce que vous pensez que son retour peut permettre d'en gagner une 4e pour lui, en tout cas, en tant qu'entraîneur? Et qu'est-ce que ça représente pour un joueur, la figure de Zinedine Zidane? Alors, vous étiez peut-être un petit peu jeune en 98, mais vous avez connu 2000. Qu'est-ce que ça représente de côtoyer une légende comme ça du football?
From 1998, and what's it like being with him? Well, it's an honor being in the same dressing room as a legend like him.
Durant sa carrière et c'est un grand plaisir de pouvoir travailler avec lui.
when I was small, I watched his games, and it's really, really special to be working with him.
Hola, Ferland. Alberto Piñero de Igual. Antes, al principio, has dicho que venías al Real Madrid a aprender y a jugar el máximo número de partidos. ¿Te gustaría ser o aceptarías ser el suplente de Marcelo en el lateral izquierdo o desde el principio te gustaría ser el titular?
Or would you like to be a starter right from the start? Sorry, I didn't quite understand. What did he say?
Repito, Ferland. Decía, desde el principio aceptarías.
No, it's not a problem.
Being a substitute, there's always competition for places in this kind of clubs. And then I can't say if I'm going to be a starter or a substitute because the season hasn't even started. And I don't know how Zidane wants to play. I mean, I'm here to play as much as possible and also to learn.
Salut Ferland, Pierre Chaperon, RFI ici à Madrid. Je voudrais revenir sur cette relation avec Marcelo qui va être la clé de cette saison. Comment vous la voyez? Cette concurrence,
how do you view this competition with Marcelo?
Oui, en tout cas moi, celle de mon côté, on va dire. Après, j'espère que
I'm very happy
ça sera pareil. Après,
to be a part of Real Madrid.
Je connais les qualités de Marcelo. C'est un joueur qui fait une bonne carrière.
Et the quality of Marcelo, he's had a great career, and I'm going to learn a lot from him as well.
Hola, Ferland, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes, soy Antón Meana de la cadena SER. Quería saber cuál es el jugador con el que más ilusión te hace jugar en este Madrid, 4 veces campeón de Europa,
to be able to play with him. Obviously, Real Madrid, 4 Champions Leagues in 5 years. Which is the player that excites you the most to play alongside?
À peu près tous. Après, défensivement, sur la ligne de la défense.
All of them, but then in defense, Sergio Ramos,
Benzema,
and obviously also Benzema. Well, all the players really, I mean, all the players, honestly.
Bonjour Ferland, Max Franco de Foot Mercato. Tu es un latéral qui est quand même très offensif. Est-ce que tu penses que le championnat qui correspond le mieux à ton style de jeu? Et est-ce que c'est un championnat que tu regardes déjà?
The Spanish division will be good for you, the Spanish league?
Après, je sais pas vraiment si c'est.
Yes, I used to watch the Spanish league.
Je dois m'adapter. C'est un championnat.
Will it be good for me?
C'est un championnat auquel je dois m'adapter. Mais après, je pense que ça peut être un bon championnat pour moi.
But I think it could be a good league for me, yes.
Hola, Ferland, aquí Sergio Quirante para Gol. Esta temporada no ha sido la mejor para el Real Madrid.
This season hasn't been the best one for Real Madrid.
Como vienes, después de haber sido 2 veces el mejor lateral de Francia, ¿esto te beneficia para empezar mejor en el lateral izquierdo?
For the last 2 seasons, do you think you can come here and you can improve the team?
Que j'arrive quand même aussi par la petite porte, mais après j'ai fait une bonne saison cette année. C'est bien passé en club et même en sélection.
It's true, I played well.
Donc après j'espère faire
with my club and last season and the national team.
Et pour être bien dans le centre du
I hope to improve here and do even better with the team here.
¿Qué tal, Mendy? Daniel Chanona de Univisión Deportes para México y Estados Unidos. ¿Qué beneficia más a un jugador? ¿Llegar al Real Madrid consolidado o llegar al Real Madrid para consolidarse?
Coming to a Real Madrid side which is already consolidated or coming here to improve the team?
Après, je sais pas, je suis pas coach, c'est pas moi qui décide. Mais
well, it's best to come here and just try and play. I'm not the manager to decide who's going to play or not.
Muchas gracias.